Luis asks, are there common competencies and skills between lean and digital transformation? If yes, can you please share your thoughts around the main ones? Now that's a very interesting question. It's a difficult question actually. What we call transformation is usually the adoption of a new technology to either do new things for customers or make older things easier or cheaper. Transformation because first, often it's not a simple question of adding a layer of technology to existing systems. Legacy systems are rarely compatible with the new technology. And more importantly, the way of thinking required to capture the opportunities of the new technology are usually different. We need to change our minds. So, although it would seem obvious to adopt any new technology for its opportunities, the potential for making mistakes, for getting it wrong, and in the end creating muda, waste for customers is enormous. And digital systems are no exceptions. For instance, I know many companies that have tried to use digital systems to replace customer service operators. Well, you've used them as a customer. We then have to fight with the website to do anything or to talk to a human being. You can't find the number anywhere and you can't get what you want to get done. Now, this looks like a cost-cutting advantage, of course, by automating, but often it means that we lose customer trust, the customer, or the lesson the customer had for us. Only humans can understand what humans value, and this needs a human-to-human interaction. So, yes, a chatbot is apparently less expensive, but in the end it can end up costing the company its customer base. So the first lean skill here is always to look up from any process, no matter how fascinating and high-tech it is, and ask the core question. Where is the value? Is this really helping customers to get what they want, or is it making it harder for them to do so? Is it helping them, or is it making obstacles? For instance, when one industrial maintenance company digitalized their requests through maintenance through an app, they found many requests were more precise when explained on the app than through the traditional help desk. People wrote it more clearly. However, they also found that customers keep wanting to talk to the help desk when they need reassurance, when they need explanation about something. So digital doesn't replace the help desk. Customers use both. Then there is Kaizen. Kaizen is essentially about step-by-step improvements to bring value closer to customers. Here, our train lines are now offering a Wi-Fi service, but it's terribly inefficient. It's hard to connect into, it's easily saturated by all the passengers. It's often disconnected, which means you have to put in all the information again to get back into it, and so forth. Now, it's great that they're trying, but can they Kaizen it? Digital solutions are often Kaizen resistant because of their opacity and complexity. So a key skill here is learning to set up digital solutions that are amenable to Kaizen by the teams themselves. So we need to learn how to Kaizen code, which brings us to a unique lean digital skill, the Gemba code. Learning to treat code as a Gemba and recognize waste in the code beyond fixing bugs. This is a new way to look at code. And as a coding company taught me, looking at stability, how stable the code is, speed, is the resulting system faster or slower as a result of this type of code? And security, how is the system protected against intrusion? Gemba code is a fascinating skill which indeed needs to be developed. Looking at digital value, Kaizen, and Gemba code leads us to a more global vision of the systems we need to transform and the functions we want to deploy, so that the whole work comes together for customers, not against them. These are the very same lean skills one develops to see a factory as a whole, as an information flow as well as a production processes, and as an idea flow as well as instructions. With digital, we need to learn to see the architecture of the systems, how the various digital systems work together to provide specific services to customers with what level of quality and performance. So it's a fascinating journey. And yes, indeed, there are so many lean skills that apply to digital system, just as well as digital system makes some lean efforts easier. The question is always the same. Take a step back, look hard, and find the value for customers. And then the opportunities for Kaizen. How do we bring the value closer to customers?